Hi guys and welcome. My name is Nicole and I am the Education Coordinator at an NPO called Shark Spotters, which is a safety, research, conservation and education organization based in Cape Town, False Bay. In this video, I will share the truth about sharks with you. There are a lot of things that people think about sharks that is not true, and I want you to know the truth. I don't know what you've heard and what you think is true, but let's find out what is true and what is not. So this is how we're going to do it. I'm going to share things with you about sharks, and I want you to tell me if you think they are true or false. And then I will tell you what the correct answer is. So let's get started. All sharks are big and scary. What do you think? Is this true or false? This is false. And although this is what most people think, it is not true. This is what most people see when they hear the word shark. In fact, the shark in this picture is a great white shark and is the most famous of all sharks. But is it the biggest and is it really that scary? Let's find out. There are over 500 different types of sharks and they come in all shapes and sizes. They come in different colors and some have special patterns. In the picture, you'll see that there's a hammerhead shark who has a funny looking head. There is a whale shark, which looks quite big. There's a thresher shark, which has a really long tail. There's a great white shark. And then there's an angel shark, which looks a bit funny. The shark in this picture is called an angel shark, and it is known as a flat shark. This shark can be found on the ocean floor and most of the time hiding under the sand. The color of their skin helps them camouflage so they can't be seen by people. So now I'm going to show you what the biggest shark is and what the smaller shark is. The biggest shark in the world is a whale shark. Have you seen Finding Dory? Destiny in the movie is a whale shark. Whale sharks can grow up to 14 meters in length and they can get as big as a bus. The special white spots on their body you can see helps them with camouflage, and it can also help us tell the difference between different whale sharks. The smallest shark in the world is a dwarf lantern shark. It grows up to 20 centimeters in length and can fit in the palm of your hand. It is smaller than a ruler. An interesting fact about the dwarf lantern shark is that it can glow in the dark. So now that you know that all sharks are not big and scary, and loads more, let's move on. Sharks have been around since before dinosaurs. Do you think this is true or false? This is definitely true. Sharks have been around for a very long time. Let's take a look at this timeline. More than 400 million years ago, the first sharks appeared on Earth. 200 million years later, dinosaurs appeared. So who came first? Sharks and dinosaurs followed. Today, sharks are still around, making them totally chosen. Let's look at humans. We are at the very end. We only appeared 100,000 years ago. So we came last. Let's move on to the next one. Sharks eat humans. Is this true or false? This is false. Sharks definitely don't eat humans. Although accidents sometimes do happen, we are definitely not on the menu. Sharks are more interested in fish and seals. When an accident happens and a shark bites a person, it is because they thought it was something else. Here you can see how similar a surfer on a surfboard looks to a seal, and this can be very confusing for a shark. And since they don't have hands and feet to touch and feel what something is, they find out by taking a bite. In this picture, you can see a shark trying to catch a seal. How cool is that? Sharks have a skeleton made of bone. Is this true or false? This is false. Shark skeleton is made up of cartilage. I want you to take your hand and wiggle your nose and wiggle your ears. What is found in the inside of your ears and nose is called cartilage and makes it bendy. This is what shark skeletons are made of. It is lighter so they can float easier and they can swim fast. Let's move on. All sharks have big teeth. What do you think? Is this true or false? This is false. All sharks do not have big teeth. They come in different shapes and sizes, just like sharks. Their teeth are different shapes and sizes because of different types of food they eat. Here are different pictures of different shark teeth. The first one, circled in red, is the tooth of a great white shark. These are shark teeth too. We have a bull shark, a ragged-tooth shark, a tiger shark, and a black-tip reef shark. And as you can see, they are all different shapes and sizes. Let's take a deeper look into shark teeth and how they work. I said shark teeth are shaped differently because different sharks eat different kinds of food. Here are different pictures of different sharks and their teeth. The tooth of a great white shark is triangular with rough, jagged edges. Rough like the end of a knife or a saw. This is to grab hold of large fish and animals so they can tear or cut chunks of meat from their bodies. The ragged-tooth shark teeth is long and pointy, so they can pierce and grab hold of slippery prey like fish. The tiger shark teeth is hook-like and acts as a can opener for piercing. The smooth-out shark has flat teeth which can be used for crushing. The whale shark has really tiny teeth, which is not used during feeding. They open their mouths and filter through water like a sieve, collecting really small animals in the water that they feed on. This is the jaw of a shark. How many teeth do you think a shark has? How many teeth do you have? Sharks can have many teeth. They can have up to 3,000 teeth in their mouth at once and 30,000 during their life. Sharks can have up to 7 rows of teeth in their mouth at once, and they are always growing new teeth. How many times do we grow new teeth? We only lose our teeth once, and they grow back only once. Some sharks have very tiny teeth, like whale sharks, because they only eat plankton. Sharks are in danger. Do you think this is true or false? This is true. Sharks are dying out, and we may not have sharks in the water in a couple of years. People may think, yay, no sharks, but sharks are important. Without sharks, the oceans cannot survive. Human activities are harming sharks. People are hunting sharks. They are caught to eat. Sometimes they are caught accidentally or just for fun to show they are cool. Sometimes in some areas they are being caught to protect people because they are scared and they don't like them. And they think they're better off without them. Sharks are important? Do you think this is true or false? This is true. Sharks keep the oceans clean and healthy, and every animal, no matter how big or small, or even if they seem scary, is very important and they play an important role in the food chain. This is what an ocean without sharks would look like. Hashtag be shark smart. So now that you know the truth about sharks, let me tell you how you can be shark smart and be safe when you visit the beach. Don't surf or swim alone. Buddy up and stay in groups. Why? Because sharks are more likely to go for a solitary individual than for a group. Be aware. Look at what is happening around you. Stay close to shore. Why? Most sharks are seen far out, behind the back line where the last wave breaks. So you are safer when you're closer inshore. Use the beach with shark spotters on duty. We are there to keep you safe and warn you if there are any sharks in the area. Know your flags. Shark Spotters uses a 4-flag system which will indicate shark activity in a specific area. Green flag means good spotting conditions, no sharks have been seen. You can surf and swim. Black flag means poor spotting conditions, no sharks have been seen, but be cautious when entering the water. Red flag means high shark alert. there is a bigger chance that sharks might come to an area. So be cautious or rather stay out. The white flag means that a shark has been spotted and that you should not enter the water and you should leave the water if you are there already. You will also hear a loud siren when a shark is in. Don't swim at night. You can't see the shark and the shark might not be able to see you. Don't swim in murky water. Also, murky water is water in which you cannot clearly see. Don't swim where there is fish or seals. Sharks feed on fish or seals. So if you're in the area and they are feeding, an accident might happen. Don't swim where there is fishermen fishing. Fish in an area means that sharks can come to an area. Don't swim if you're bleeding. Sharks have a great sense of smell and they can smell a drop of blood within 500 meters of them. Now that you know the truth about sharks and you know that they are very important and you know how to stay safe in the water, I have an activity. I want you to make a poster. Draw a picture of your favorite shark. It can be one I mentioned or a different shark you know. I want you to write down a fact about your shark and write down one thing you can do to stay safe when you work on it. I hope you enjoyed the lesson and learned something. If you want any more information, you are welcome to contact me.